Hello everybody, welcome back. And I haven't done an unboxing video in a very long time, but this time I decided to go ahead and do it. We're doing the Entertainment Earth exclusive Imperial Forces 4-pack, including the Sandtrooper, Sergeant, Stormtrooper, Crimson, Lieutenant, Oxio, and R2Q5. And it actually already started. Somewhat. I haven't even pulled these two out yet, but I've already pulled out Mr. R2Q5. And in case you guys were wondering, he retains all the same qualities as the original R2D2 from the 6-inch Black Series. He's just painted a different color. He still has the tabs that pull out. I don't recommend pulling them out unless you're going to put something in, because a lot of times they come loose and then they start falling all over the place. I bought a few of these, and as I sell sometimes on eBay, I wanted a perfect set, so I bought a case. Anyways. So, you know, it still has the open things, exact same kind of little data link thing. This thing comes out. My original R2D2 I bought used on eBay, but when I pulled him out, that little joint right there is incredibly stiff. I really had to yank on it just to make it pop so I can move it. And you know, he's got all the same details. The only complaint I would have, if anything, well, he didn't come with any accessories, none whatsoever, but you still have the holes to put all the accessories in there: the lightsaber, the data, you know, the sensor scope. He's got one little minor detail right there. It's not completely painted silver on there, but I've looked through the whole case of these, and you know, every one of them has some kind of issue on at least one of the figures. You're not going to get a complete perfect, but anyway, since I got so many of these, they only go for like $65 on eBay now. They retail for $99.99, but you can sell them for about $18 to $20 a piece if you sell them loose, because then people can pick who they want. This Crimson Stormtrooper, he goes for about $30. He goes for about $22 or $25. And then for some reason R2D2, you think, because nobody has R2D2 and he's so hard to get and he's worth so much, that maybe these would sell for more. But right now he's going for about $18 to $23. And the TIE Pilot really only has that one difference right there. And they did do, if you can see that, they all have silver paint on their blasters now. That was kind of like something they did with the Han Solo Stormtrooper, just to make him slightly different. Or is it? There it is. See right there, silver, and he's got it too on his. All of them have silver paint on the like reload thing. But yeah, there's R2Q5, I guess is his name. They have little backstories on them on here. Each one has a little profile. R2Q5. See, I guess R2Q5's technically, they're doing these from the comic books, all of these. So he has a little bit more of a backstory. If you want to pause it, there it is. Trusted with the secrets of the Emperor himself, the Imperial R2 unit once thwarted a plot to turn every droid aboard the second Death Star against the Empire. So that makes him like a very important character, or at least in that story. So yeah, at one point that guy was extremely important. Now this guy, the TIE Pilot, Lieutenant Oxio, or whatever his name is, piloted one of the 4 TIE fighters shot down while pursuing the Millennium Falcon during escape from the Death Star during the Battle of Yavin. So, now when Leia said that was too easy, I guess that means he played an important role in convincing the Han Solo and Luke that, you know, they were actually after them when they really weren't, because they were tracking the Millennium Falcon to find where the rebel base was. So he died. He died just to prove a point. He probably didn't know it though. Okay, so the Crimson Stormtrooper Rogue, specially trained for operations in the extreme temperatures of volcanic areas. These crimson-clad stormtroopers stay cool in the heat of battle. Okay. So they got red stormtroopers for lava. It's kind of cheesy, but okay. And then the Sandtrooper Sergeant. Imperial Sandtroopers carry out the will of the Emperor in the harsh, arid environments of the galaxy's desert worlds. That kind of sounds like something you would see on The Force Awakens figures, but they don't want you to know the storyline. But so he comes with a little holster, and that's attached to his belt. That does not come off. Like I said, as far as these figures, particular ones go so far, just by looking at them, the paint is pretty much great. I mean, it's pretty good. I don't see any major flaws. There might be a little right there, maybe a little minor thing, and then the R2Q5. But anyway, I bought a set so I collect both loose and sealed. I keep one sealed for myself, one loose for myself, and if I ever, you know, buy a bulk set just to get someone cheaper, then I sell them, basically. Sell it on eBay. So here's the Crimson Stormtrooper, which I haven't technically pulled out yet, but you can see right away on some of these, this is the original Stormtrooper mold. This is the one that so you can tell also, see how big that diamond is, see how big his is. A very different Sandtrooper to Stormtrooper. I'm going to try to get this guy out real quick. I'll hold this in a way where you might be able to see. Oh wow, there we go, popped right out. And wow, he's got more paint detail than I thought he would. Of course, I spoke too soon when it comes to the paint thing. There's a little bit of black paint on his leg right there. You can see it right there, a little dot. There's a few dots on it. He feels very different. He feels glossy, and they even painted his feet gray. It's like the other Stormtrooper. Feels, in a way, more high quality. He's like he's another paint issue right there. But I don't know what it is about him. The original. Yeah, that's the Sandtrooper mold still. I've never seen one of these. I've never really seen the comic books with them either. Maybe pictures online or whatever, but I don't know what it is about this particular figure, but he is cool. I like him. I like him a lot. Wow, they even have, I don't know if that's intentional. I doubt it. But look at that. Big old crease in his helmet. I doubt that's intentional. But it's there. Like a battle armor. Alright, so let's get his weapons out. Hold on, let me pause it. The little blaster's kind of hard to get out. I had to push it out from the back. This one was easy to get out, but this is more or less, basically exactly the same weapon the original Stormtrooper came with. And then, like I said, this is the same gun, but they put silver paint on it this time. See if there's a number on it. I'm sure there is somewhere. Maybe. Is that a 0? Huh. There it is. Maybe. Technically. Nope. Yeah. It looks more like a switch. So I guess they got rid of the numbers. Sometimes there's numbers on the blasters. And of course it'll fit in his holster, just like the TIE Pilot, which is of course it's not the same belt, but more or less the same kind of thing. But okay, anyway, oops. There we go. Looks like it's molded just for it. Well, it should be. The good thing is a lot of people are complaining that they got rid of the shoulder, the swivel arm battle grip. If you look at the holster, it's got a lot of creases in it. Anyway, but what was I saying? Something about, oh yeah, they retained the original, like I said, the original molds, so they have the swivel arm battle grip up here and double jointed elbows, which the newer figures don't. And they have the, instead of double jointed elbows, they had the swivel down on the elbow, like a ball joint. But yeah, I really like this Stormtrooper. He is really cool. I don't know why, but he's cool. It's just red. Now, I've also said before, when it comes to the Stormtroopers, because, see, this one, he's got that head where it's real easy to see his ball joint. Now, the way he's positioned in this particular one, I haven't moved it. It's still in the same position as it came out of the packaging, and I like it that way. But, just looking at it right there, you can kind of see, anyways, you can see the ball joint very easily. It's very big too. It's not like the regular ones. Some of them, it's really easy to tell, and I didn't like that before. And the Sandtroopers, they're supposedly, if you look at it, see, they're a little bit better with that. Mainly I don't know why, it just is. So I'm gonna say, it's like this is their first attempt, the original Stormtrooper, and now this particular, this is one thing I don't like about double joining. If you look at this, look at that, look at the way he comes. He looks like he's got some kind of swivel joint down there. Oh. Duh. Okay, so he has a swivel joint on his right leg. They all do. But the original Sandtrooper is very hard to move. This one's kind of hard to do. Try to move it, straighten it out. Anyway, like I said before, the Sandtrooper is actually my favorite. This particular Sandtrooper, trying to get his legs straight still. They don't paint the bottom of these guys' feet. Okay, there we go. I don't know what it is about the Sandtrooper, but Sandtroopers especially, well, part of the reason is if you look at the belt, how close that is. This is rigid plastic, so I could have done a better paint job on that. I got it good from the back. On the front, I think they could have done a little bit better, painting more black on there. But for some reason they're real hard to turn at the thigh. Thigh swivels are very tight, almost to the point where it feels like it's not possible to move it. Some people use hair dryers or put them in boiling water just to try to get it to move. Now, the primary difference between this Sandtrooper is, well, just the pauldron is white instead of orange or black like the previous ones. That's, I think, in the original movie at least, that would complete them. It's only those three. And again, could have painted that white spot. That should be black. It's because his leg is actually molded white, and then that part is molded black, of course. So they could have done better on him. I had no idea, but always paint issues, man. They make these awesome figures, and then they always have paint issues. He's got black splotch right there. Of course, if you put his backpack on, it's not gonna, you're not really gonna see all that stuff. But even his backpack, like I showed you a minute ago, has paint issues. Just a little bit, right in there. This is really messy. It's just like kind of the faded brush spots. It's like they didn't paint it. And some of the other ones, they're painted perfect. And then they have like paint splotches right in here. Instead, this one's got even more issues down here. Lots of issues. And especially if you're going to sell these on eBay, you don't want them to have issues. That's why I bought so many. And I mean not to sell, I mean because they come with so many flaws and errors. And I have been thinking about creating a Stormtrooper army though. There we go. Paused it to pull out the weapons. This has got some warping issue. And it's not, this one's kind of like overall kind of like silver accents all over it. But if you look at it like this, a little bit of a warping issue right there. It's not straight. You can't really bend it straight either. Maybe if you heat it up. The old one that I had, the original one, looks more black with like dotted details kind of. This one, you can definitely see the paint brush marks. And the only other thing, the thing I don't like about Sandtroopers is they don't have gun holsters. So you can't put their gun anywhere. You have to put it in their hand. But technically you can get everything on him. I'll show you in just a second. So how to do that. Alright, so I'm not sure why it's doing this, but my thing changed quality to that low memory. I just put a new memory card in, but for some reason it didn't show up. It's not recording to the memory card like it's supposed to be, but anyways. And this backpack's a little harder to get on than the other one. But see, he's got the trigger finger, so I put this one there. And his other gun on this side. And his bazooka, I just put it over his backpack. That way you can have all of his gear on at the same time. And there's a little pouch. Not sure why it does that, but the other ones didn't. The other ones kind of, I don't know, they weren't kind of in the way like that. But anyway, I'll probably have to do this video all over again since it didn't go to my memory card, so I'm going to cut out. Overall, I give it about a 8.5 out of 10 just because of all the paint issues. But yeah, I like the figures. I love Stormtroopers. I love the droid. TIE pilot isn't really necessary, but if you want to build armies, then I guess it's cool to have alternate TIE pilots. So, yeah, like I said, 8.5 out of 10. Not bad.